Hello, I'm Michael Peters, and I'm seeking to become the next state representative for District 91 to the Missouri General Assembly. District 91 includes Crestwood, Webster Groves, and Shrewsbury. In this election, you'll hear about the income gap between the rich and the poor. And some may even go so far as to question whether the American dream is still for everyone or just for those who win life's lottery. Winning life's lottery is a phrase that describes those who are born to advantage. And there is no doubt that the circumstances of our births affect the possibility of our lives. In America, though, where we start does not have to dictate where we end up. My parents did not win life's lottery, but they lived the American dream. My dad was born in Mountainburg, Arkansas, where he obtained a sixth-grade education. His parents were farmers, he had 8 brothers, and the whole family had to work just to get by. My mom was born in Detroit, Michigan, where she was raised by her adoptive mother. Her birth mother was a maid at the Statler Hotel. Maids who worked there lived there and were called Statlerites. These 6 Statlerites are getting their picture taken on top of the hotel. One of these could be my mom's mom. We don't know. All we do know is that on her birth certificate, her father is listed as unknown. And 2 years after my mom was born, her mother put her up for adoption. My parents were not born with advantages over others, but they were free to succeed. World War II called Dad out of Arkansas to England, and in England he worked on gliders in preparation for the D-Day invasion. And somehow Dad worked himself up into becoming a glider co-pilot. But he didn't get to go over on D-Day. A general took his seat in the plane. Instead, Dad would go over later and join his buddies in France. After the war, Dad moved to Detroit, where he took a job driving a streetcar. He'd learned of the job from an Army buddy, and, well, when my mom stepped aboard the car, my dad took notice. They fell in love, got married, and moved in with her family. They stayed in Detroit long enough to have 2 of my 3 older brothers. But then Dad learned of a job driving a truck in Arkansas, so they moved back to his home state. Truck driving would become my dad's career. I remember as a kid having to get up from the dinner table to shine my dad's boots before he went to work. Dad went to work after dinner because, well, truck drivers work all night. As kids, we took this for granted, but looking back now, I realized Dad worked hard. And Mom worked hard, too. Anyone married to an over-the-road trucker knows a lot what it's like to be a single mother. Dad was gone most of the time, and Mom broke up our fights. She's the one who answered the calls from the school principals and made sure we did our homework, plus all the other things that moms do. Well, the years went by. There were several moves, always upward, and Mom and Dad climbed the ladder of success. Dad drove thousands of miles up and down Old Highway 67 from St. Louis to Little Rock and back again. And Mom, after she raised us, she went to work outside the home at Worth's Clothing Store in South County Mall. She would become the manager. I'm proud of my parents. Considering where they started compared to where they ended, they are an American success story. Living the dream is climbing higher so that your children could start off better. It's called upward mobility. Last year, researchers from Harvard and Berkeley universities completed a 30-year study of upward mobility. They discovered that there are some places that are harder to climb out of than others. They also discovered that earned income credits made little difference in upward mobility. What mattered more was faith, family, and education. My folks could have told them that. If my dad was here, he'd tell you to stay in school, listen to your mother, and go to church. Of course, government can't tell us to go to church and shouldn't tell us how to raise our families. Government should, however, provide opportunities for us through education. And in Missouri, from the cradle to a career, educational opportunities are provided. Whether it's First Steps, Parents as Teachers, pre-kindergarten, or K through 12, educational opportunities are provided through high school. And beyond high school, there is the A+ program, Bright Flight scholarships, and Access Missouri that provide financial grants, all of which provide money for college. There are more opportunities today than in my parents' generation. And because of my parents' generation, we are still free to succeed today. I'm Michael Peters. I'm asking for your support. Help me empower Missourians. Thank you.